Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I am Natan Verhofsky, your host with the most. Welcome to Fearless Friday on this wonderful day in the Frequency of Abundance group. We are here, proudly sponsored by Allura Creative Agency, hosting the Frequency of Abundance group every day for captivating talks, 7 days a week. So know that you're in the right place if you're looking for mindset, if you're looking for anything that helps elevate your peak performance and get you to the next level. Anything that's here to get you so far further than where you were and much, much closer to where you want to be. And I'll be here to give a little bit of advice and a little bit of assistance and some actionable items and some help. We'll have people come in and want to get interviewed and spotlighted and showcased. So we're going to have tons and tons and tons of fun. Today, we get to talk about a topic near and dear to my heart, and we're going to have some interesting, actionable nuggets of wisdom and items for you. We're going to be talking about navigating the intersection between time and energy. And it's a fascinating place to go because most of us know you can't get more time, but you can get more energy. And we're going to talk about that in a minute and where that's going to go and how that's going to help you. If you don't know who I am, I'm Natan Verhofsky. I've been an elite energy coach for about 30 years. I started back with elite athletes, Olympians, national sports teams, Cirque du Soleil acrobats, working with the peak performance of the best of the world. In those 30 years, I had about 15,000 people come through my hands and was blessed enough to write 2 best-selling books. Personal Momentum, which is an incredible program to take you through that momentum change, and Moments of Power. And so we'll look at different ways to reactivate and re-energize you, to get you in the zone, in a state of flow, and stay there long enough to get those 2 days worth of work done in one that you need to do. So if you're here, we'd love to get some interaction. Like, comment, share, give us a thumbs up, send some love. Tell us you can hear us, tell us everything's going great. If you wanted to join us, so you can come join us in LinkedIn, all you have to do is go to LinkedIn, type in the Frequency of Abundance, boop, doobity boop, click groups, you're there. All of our content is there for free. We have a small paid community. It's tens of dollars a month. And in it, you'll get access to networking. You'll get access to group coaching events. You'll get access to all the other members in the community. And we believe that the tide rises all boats. So there'll be support. In that context, that's in our communities. That's in the Frequency of Abundance. If you wanted to get showcased and spotlighted, reach out to me. My contact is now in the chat. If you wanted to join the LinkedIn group, also in the chat, you can see it and have some fun. And know that if you wanted to go another level up, if you're a coach, a healer, a therapist, a specialist, someone who was out to help others and was working online and you wanted to big up how you were seen, Allura Creative Agency is a public relations firm. So we hunt the whales for you. If you're looking for C-suite executives, leaders, or if you're on the professional side and looking for founders and owners, those are the people we blow a dog whistle to. We co-host and produce and promote incredible online executive exclusive events. So you don't introduce yourself or your offer, we do. It's a completely different way to delight your target audience. Now, reach out to me if you want to know more. If there's any way we can help you get a bigger spotlight, please, that's the mission for 2025. We need to do as much good as we can. Now, from here, comments in the chat, pop in, you've got contact info, reach out, send some love, and let's get this party started, shall we? Let's talk about navigating the intersection of time and energy. As always, sponsored by Greek Mountain Tea. I think I'm actually going to reach out to them after a while, get a couple more episodes, and I think they will sponsor it. I think it'll be hilarious. But it's so delicious, too. Now, let's look at that. 2 sides of the same productivity coin. You got your time on one side, you got your energy on another. I give you all the time in the world, but you don't have any energy. How productive are you going to be? I give you all the energy in the world and no time to execute it. So we really need to know it's the same coin, and you need both. Can't have one side without the other. Now, it's that imbalance, and that's the impact. If you have too much time and not enough energy, if you have too much energy and not enough time, that's going to affect your success. It's obviously going to affect your personal well-being and how you feel about things and how you feel, period. So really, really, let's set that stage that this is a topic that's going to be crucial for anyone listening to really look and that are hoping to achieve more with less stress. That's what navigating the intersection between time and energy can give you as a positive outcome. So if you're looking for achieving more with less, give a thumbs up, give a like, send some love in the cat. There we go. And know that that's why this is so important. Because more with less is the goal. If you're in business, the basic principle is buy for $1, sell for $2. More with less. Now, let's start in the first segment. Okay. Time and energy. Let's define quickly. Time's going to be a finite resource, right? You can't create more of it. Everyone gets the same 24-hour rule. So we all have the same 24 hours. It's obviously how you use it that matters. Now, energy. Not a finite. A renewable resource. So thus it can be drained and depleted, but it can also be replenished. Let's discuss those 4 types. We're going to look at, your 4 types of energy. You got physical, you got emotional, you got mental, and you got spiritual. Your physical is absolutely going to be invigorated when you eat, sleep, exercise correctly. Your emotional is absolutely going to be in top form when you learn to not take the bait, not get aggravated and irritated, let the silly little things of life just trickle on by. Don't let the stinking thinking pop in. Those are all ways to make sure that you're at top form for emotional. Mentally, there's a certain clarity that you'll have about where you are and where you're going, what it looks like, and you'll really have this beautiful 60,000-foot overview. And spiritually, there'll be something deep down inside that transcends emotion and all the other feelings that'll absolutely give you an incredibly replenished energy that you can't find anywhere else unless you're connected to spiritual. So let's look at productivity not about squeezing time. It's about managing energy effectively within the same time that we all have. So it's my attention goes, where my energy flows where my attention goes, right? If my energy is going to go where my attention is, boy, I better be careful where I focus that. If the first person who hears anything that comes out of my mouth is me, and I hear it twice because I hear it outside, what it sounds like, and then I also hear it on the inner voice, what it sounds like inside. So I'm saying everything twice, and I'm saying it to me. Why would I say words that don't empower me? Why would I say things that are negative or not in any way self-serving? This is that time to be selfish. You ever have a mom say, mind your words? There's a reason. They have power. That's why it's called spelling, because you're casting. So don't cast inappropriately. Don't say, I'm so dumb, or I always screw up, or, yep, clumsy me. You're the first one who hears that, and that's inappropriate. I invite you to let that go for 2025, for the new you, for the right now, whenever. Let's take a look at the next segment. Let's look at actionable strategies, and we're talking about time management. So, number 1, power of prioritization. The power of prioritization. So we're going to use like an Eisenhower matrix. We're going to categorize tasks. We're going to go what's urgent and important, what's important but not urgent. Are you following the rest of how this goes? What's not important and not urgent, and you go, oh. And then ultimately what's urgent and important. And you're like, yeah, that's true. So you have all 4 sides of that matrix. And you need to prioritize your time, your energy, your management of your time and your energy. Now, time blocking. I'm going to suggest you allow chunks, specific chunks of your day for focused work, meetings, rest. But make sure that they're in chunks. Don't leave it open-ended. Don't go, all right, I'm off to work. When are you back? When the work's done, if you're successful, if you're productive, if you're on your way up or already there, the work is never done. Give me a thumbs up, give me a high five, give me a like in the comments and chat. Let me know if you're feeling that. Because I know people that work themselves to death. There's a Japanese word for that. Literally. It happened enough that they had to give it a word. So it's not unique to us. It's just part of that human condition for drive, for more. And it is a mental drive, fueled emotionally, lacking a lot of spiritual sense, because it doesn't have a slow, low, calm peacefulness. It's a high revving, vroom, vroom, vroom. That's usually mental and emotional, paired together and left to their own devices. Doesn't have anything in physical to ground you, to make sure that you're calm. So it's only half of the story. That's why when we focus, we want to be holistic. We really want to take a look at where everything's coming from, where it's going. We want to see, is it in alignment with me and my goals and what I want? So time blocking, use chunks. Don't leave it open-ended. Reserve morning hours for high energy tasks. Don't give me that I'm not a morning person. That means you went to bed bad. That means you slept bad. That means you eat bad. That means a whole bunch of other things. Because we're built to be morning people, all of us. You literally haven't eaten for 8 hours, so you've been fasting. Now your body's clean, lean, and detoxed itself from all the other crap that you put in the day. It's been resting and sleeping and doing deep REM restorative sleep, restorative rest for the body for 8 hours. It wakes up empty, restored, regenerative, clean, and full of vroom. So yeah, we're all morning people. Don't go put a cake into a cup of coffee and pretend that that's the best way to wake up. Don't run to sugar, don't run to carbs. Run to Greek mountain tea. It's just water with some tea leaves. That's it. And it'll help you, and it'll flush you, and it'll warm up your system. So know that mornings, if you're not a high energy person in the morning, give me a shout. We'll work on that. We'll help fix you up. We'll hook you up. Now, reserve those mornings for those things. Do the time chunking and blocking. Let's do batch processing. So where we've been looking at before, starting with time finite, energy renewable. And let's play with that. That's the intersection. That's the fun of what we're doing. Same 24 hours everyone gets. So the power of prioritization, time blocking. Batch processing is about grouping similar tasks. If you got emails and calls, you're doing it to minimize content switching, right? So don't go, wash the dishes and then prepare dinner and then do your email and then go back to do it. Just group things together makes it easier. And that's batch processing. So embrace no as a tool is going to be the last point on this. And I think that may come as a surprise to some of you, and some of you may need to exercise and learn to flex this muscle and build it up a bit. Embrace no as a tool. Politely decline commitments that don't align with your priorities. I have to politely decline this commitment. Unfortunately, it does not align with my priorities. Sounds fancy, but that'll be your inner talk. Expertly, outwardly, practice saying no without guilt, without scripts or templates. Just practice saying no. But you can say no with a smile. It doesn't have to be no. It could be no. No. And that's protecting you. So now, next segment, let's go segment 3. Because we just covered actionable strategies for time management. We already looked at time and energy and defined them. Now I want to master some energy alignment. Let's identify your energy peaks and valleys. The highs and the lows, right? Keeping a journal for a week just to track when you feel most energized and when you slump. Give you a good indication. Because we can look around then. If you're feeling like slump every time half an hour after food, you're eating the wrong food or too much of it or both. If you're most energized at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're doing this wrong. There's not the time to do stuff. I know once in a while we can be creative and, we see it in the movies, but that's why we see it in the movies. Because it's not functional. screws up your biorhythms. It's not the way we're built. Your circadian rhythms, no. So knowing when to be, what to be, that's on you. But tracking it for a week to remind yourself, hey, if these are copacetic, awesome sauce. If they're not, look around them. If this, and this always happen, look at what's around them. It'll give you some insight into what's going on around. Okay? Now, know that if there's something coming up, and if it's of importance to you, we can always look at it as like a recharge ritual, right? We know we love rituals. We know we love ceremony. Subconscious mind makes a big deal out of stuff like that, reinforces it, becomes a habit within 21 to 30 days. So then, how do we use recharge rituals? Well, if we're keeping a journal and we're tracking when we're going to feel the most energized and slumping for the peaks and valleys, and we use the data, to schedule tasks that are going to match your energy levels. That's the point. It's not to just criticize yourself and go, oh, I'm always low here. Okay, well, if you're always low here, don't plan a high energy activity then. Plan something low like journaling. If you're always high here, great. Maybe that's the time to do the snow blowing and mow the lawn. This is high energy stuff. So use the data from the journal to match the task to your energy level. You're going to love your next week. It's going to just feel like this is so easy. I'm like, yeah, because you're not going against. You're in perfect alignment. That'll be why we're talking about recharge rituals. So incorporate small rituals, little things, practices like deep breathing, 10-minute walk, gratitude journaling. We're going to use all of that to protect your energy. So you want to set boundaries. You want to limit exposure to energy drainers like unnecessary meetings, toxic relationships, endless scrolling, those kind of things. They don't serve. And speaking of what does serve yourself up some quick wins. Nutrition and movement, right? Those two words. Highlights. Nutrition, movement. Quick wins. Hydrate often. Snack on nuts, fruits. Stretch every hour. Get into movement, nutrition. Get into that incredible state of flow. Get into a place where it makes sense. And now you're going to notice the activations. So, segment 4. Bridging time and energy. Let's look at synergy strategies. Let's combine time blocking with energy tracking for optimal results. Now we can start putting aside the time for things that are similar, while at the same time knowing which events and activities take the most or least of our energy and align them accordingly. That's how we synergize. Let's use the 3-item rule. So for daily success, focus on completing 3 high-impact tasks each day. That's it. 3-item rule. Get it done. Smile, feel happy, move on. Grab 3 ones tomorrow. And don't forget about reflection. Your reflection practice at the end of each day. Assess what's working. Assess what's not. And be open and honest with yourself, because you're stuck with you forever. How your energy aligned with your goals. Was it rah, 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 and meanwhile crickets, and it was the wrong time to be rah, rah, rah? At the end of each day, assess what worked, what didn't, and how your energy aligned with your goals. So I will give you actionable items as we just did throughout. Other times we do a lot of writing, other times we do a lot of thinking. This one's a little on you. Decide if you need to write this out or just think about it in order to internalize it. Let's look at some key takeaways. So we'll manage time by prioritizing and blocking. We're going to align energy by understanding peaks, valleys, and recharge strategies. We're going to share something encouraging with ourselves, with others, with people that care about us. So it'll become a call to action. Start small. Pick one time management tip and one energy hack to try this week. That's it, just one. End with an inspirational quote. When you want to finish your day, your nightly journaling, your gratitude journaling, give yourself something inspirational. Reach out, go get a book of quotes. Find something that just says what you want to say in the most unique way or with the least number of words. End with an inspirational quote. Because if you're not inspiring you, who are you inspiring? You're stuck with you. So enjoy the process. Be inspirational. They say that I'm bored. I'm like, no, you're boring. So you can't be bored. You're not boring. Look at energy, not time, as the fundamental currency of high performance. So I'll put that out there and I'll leave you with it. Energy, not time, is the fundamental currency of high performance. Start small, pick one time management tip and one energy hack to try this week. Align your energy by understanding your peaks, your valleys, and those recharge strategies. And manage your time by prioritizing and blocking. If there's any more info you want, if you want to do a deeper dive, if you want to explore some of these, or if you want me to even send them to you, we can have this wonderful conversation transcribed and turned into text, and adios, you're set to go. I didn't have this written out or anything like that, so this is thankfully recorded and then rebroadcast to the rest of the world. I'm blessed enough to have about 10,000 people on Facebook and on LinkedIn, and about 5,000 on Facebook. So communities are growing around you all the time. Come in. Let me put our eyes on you and what you're up to. We'd love to have you showcased. We'd love to feature you. We'd love to see if it makes sense to put on exclusive, extravagant events and hunt whales for you. Contact information is in the chat. Come and join me Monday to Friday as your host with the most Frequency of Abundance group. LinkedIn, we've got you for free. Wonderful paid group where we have a proper community to support you. And know that I'm available here to help you out on any concept that you're looking for. So if it's something personal, energetic, by all means reach out to me. If it's promotional and you're hunting whales or anything in between, reach out to me. We'd love to showcase you. We'd love to talk and see if there's any way to help. So Monday to Friday, captivating talk 7 days a week. We are today Fearless Friday. We just did the intersection and how to navigate it between time and energy. I hope you brought it in of value. Now, for the weekend, I let you sleep in a little bit so you can relax, make sure that, everything's fine and dandy. I'm cool with that. That's why I make sure that all of this starts at 1 p.m. Eastern on the weekend, 10 a.m. Eastern on the weekdays. Everyone's got some time that way. Saturday, which is our successful Saturday coming up, is the power of visualization, you guessed it, in achieving success. We are going to get specific. We're going to look at visualization techniques, manifesting goals, creating the success you envision. That's tomorrow. Come join us. Sleep in a bit, 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, Sunday, which is Soaring Sundays. Now we're halfway through the season on season 2. I love it, love it. Just started off the new year. Soaring Sundays is going to be mindfulness practices for daily life. So we're going to have some fun that way as well. And over the weekend, I'm blessed enough to be off to a wonderful Qigong retreat from a good friend and colleague of mine, the Lama Tam Trapa. So if you're in the mood and you're in around, it's virtual, come have some fun with us. It's always important to update and upgrade yourself. Get cool new things. Remind yourself of cool old things. Get in the mix. This is not a sit back and relax kind of a year. You want to hit the ground running. Let me know if there's anything I can do I can help. So sleep in a bit tomorrow and we will chit chat 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm so excited. Have some fun. Enjoy. Talk soon, people.